let's move on to the concluding part of this topic, that is the significance of photosynthesis. Students, there are lots of significance of photosynthesis, and therefore it is very important for us to plant trees. Nowadays, just because of building up new cities, smart cities, we are cutting down the trees. We are leading to deforestation. But we even cannot imagine what could be the aftermath of such deforestation or such scenario that we are creating. Okay. Trees are important because there are many things, not only the food and oxygen, but the whole recyclation of the atmosphere is somewhere initiated by these creatures. Okay? These greeny creatures, that means I'm talking about the trees and plants. So let us see what are the three main important things that is done during the photosynthesis that helps to sustenance, for the sustenance of life on earth. Amazingly, this thing, though we know, but still we don't care, and we keep on cutting down the trees. So students, now it is time for you to know the importance and to work on it. Let's begin with the first one. The first one says that we depend on trees, on plants for our food directly or indirectly. How do we depend directly? We eat the plant products, plant parts. Directly when we are doing so, we are getting the carbohydrate which is stored in form of starch in the plant body. Okay, what did I say? That the carbohydrate. Okay, just recall the process of photosynthesis. The result of photosynthesis is C6H12 and O6. So this is the food of the plant that plant produces after the photosynthesis. And this glucose is somewhere utilized by the plant itself because it is its own food. But the extra thing, the extra remaining part, it stores in its body in form of starch. And this starch is essential for us also. So that is why when we eat the plant part, plant products directly, we obtain this starch directly. But what if we don't eat it directly? So we obtain, or there are certain other organisms or animals, those who obtain this starch indirectly. How? Because there are, herbivores. What are these herbivores? That means these plant eaters. Okay, they are herbivores, and these herbivores basically eat up the plant. And when these herbivores are eaten up by the carnivores, automatically the nutrition transfers. Okay, from this herbivore, it transfers into the carnivore. So therefore the nutrition, that the nutrient basically, that is in the form of starch, keeps on transferring. So that means we depend on the nutrient that we obtain from the plant directly by taking the plant product and the part, and indirectly eating the plant eaters. Simple. Okay. Though we are not carnivores, we are omnivores. Don't forget it. Don't get confused that we are vegetarian. Being vegetarian or non-vegetarian, it doesn't mean that we are herbivore or carnivore or anything else. Okay. We select our food according to many factors like the surrounding, the background, the society and everything. Okay. But the human being, we all are omnivores. That means our mouth, our digestive system is modified in such a way that we can have anything, we can digest anything. We select our food according to our own choices. So it doesn't decide. So we are omnivores, therefore we can eat plant as well as the plant eaters also. And in that process we get the nutrient, that is starch, that the plant starch from it. The next important thing is that if we'll talk about the next slide, it says that oxygen is renewed through the photosynthesis. Students, have you ever thought that for the millions and millions of years we are coming to this earth, we in the sense that all the living creatures are coming to this earth and breathing in oxygen, giving out carbon dioxide. But why this oxygen is not getting exhausted? Why it is not getting exhausted? The question should come to your mind. Okay, the answer to this why is that the oxygen is basically renewed or recycled. Okay, that means if you recall the process or the what do you call it, the reaction or the chemical representation of the reaction of photosynthesis, that is CO2 plus H2O. That means in order to perform the photosynthesis, the raw material is required, and one of the important raw material to drive out the photosynthesis is carbon dioxide. Therefore, the carbon dioxide which is released by us is taken up by the plant, and the photosynthesis is done and oxygen is given out, and this cycle is going on for years and years, and hence the concentration or the balance in the amount of oxygen and carbon dioxide is maintained in our atmosphere. That's it. Okay. But scientists, they are now detecting that because of our over exposure of work of burning of fossil fuels, increasing of the vehicles are leading to the increase in the concentration of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which is not actually good. It is leading to the depletion of the healthy atmosphere. So the next slide will discuss on this. What it is actually, let's see. You know, there is a problem nowadays which has knocked the door and has already came inside is the global warming. You know that there are greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases, that means greenhouse, the earth, okay, greenhouse gases are the gases that have the capability to trap the heat of the sun. So if you talk about that, what are these greenhouse gases? Like ozone, nitrous oxide, then your methane, and one of it is your carbon dioxide too. That means the carbon dioxide is having the capability to trap the heat of the sun. The sun's radiation, which falls on the surface of the earth and is when reflected to the atmosphere, these greenhouse gases, they trap this heat. Okay? Now, so one of the gas out of these greenhouse gases, one of the gases your water vapor and carbon dioxide also. So let's talk about the carbon dioxide. So as if we will keep on increasing more and more vehicles, if we keep on burning more and more fossil fuels, what will happen? One day, the concentration of the CO2 will be increased for I don't know how much. It will be increased so much that the temperature of the earth will also increase because it will trap more and more heat, and which has already been started according to the scientists. We can see the result like delayed winters, irregular winter, irregular rainfall, monsoon, high humid summer, very much extensive summer and melting of glaciers, irregular snowfall. So these are the results of global warming only. I mean, this scenario of increasing of the greenhouse gases. And this is leading, increase in this greenhouse gases is leading to the global warming. So this whole scenario is known as global warming. So students, it is very much important for us to plant trees and to stop deforestation so that the trees could recycle the concentration to maintain the balance in oxygen and carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. And one more important thing is that when they will perform the photosynthesis, they will absorb the carbon dioxide as much as possible, and will obtain food. We will get the plant products rich in starch, and in that same time the CO2 level will also be controlled. So therefore students, try to plant trees, more and more trees around you, surrounding your colony, wherever you live, at your house also. So we should start contributing with this, because plant perform one of the vital process of photosynthesis, which helps the overall survivability of the living creatures on this earth. Okay, and the last thing that I would like to say here is that the plant helps in the sustainable development of our society also. So that's all. Next class we'll discuss about the respiration. Thank you.